Okay, so I'm gonna be honest here. This video took a turn. Like, I did not expect it to go this way. This is not clickbait or anything like that. This video is gonna be a simple, how do you downgrade your Apple Watch? And the process to actually get this done was way harder than I expected. It was way more than it had been in years past, and I'm just taking you along for the ride. Just let you know, this actually took like probably 2 hours of my time just talking to Apple support and everything. I obviously cut it down for you so you don't have to watch all that much, but it was definitely eye-opening. If you are somebody that still wants to downgrade your watch, I do think this video will still help you. And if you're here just for a little bit of entertainment and seeing what it's like to try to deal with Apple support, this video is for you as well. So you installed the watchOS 27 beta on your watch and you hate it and you just want to get it off. So sadly, there's nothing you can actually do on the watch itself. So we're gonna zoom out just a little bit. We're gonna pop this off and then we're gonna go to the iPhone. Let me go ahead and reduce this brightness just a little bit to make it better. And the thing you gotta do is, if you don't already have it, you'll go to the App Store and you're gonna wanna search for support or maybe Apple support. You see it right here up top, and there is an Apple support app. So I already have it installed, so all I have to do is just open it. Now, once you're in here, you'll give this a little bit of time to load, and then you can see, I can see my iPhone, I can see my Ultra, and here is the one that I want to downgrade. So I'm gonna go ahead, tap right there, and then we're just gonna search topic and say downgrade beta. And let's just see what it gives us. So it's finding the best options right here. And now, of course, it's gonna give you some options. Let's see, restore from a backup. Now, this is probably where people get confused, because people actually think if they unpair, they erase, they do all this stuff, they're gonna be able to downgrade from the beta. None of this actually works. That is not the way to actually do it. I've tried it every single year since I've had the beta, since the very first Apple Watch. This does not work. Apple will even tell you themselves that it doesn't work once you get past this. So we're just gonna go ahead and tap get more support, and we're gonna chat with support right here, and we're gonna say get started, allow, and now we're waiting for an Apple support agent to actually come online. So right here, I just told them that I installed the watchOS 27 beta and I want to downgrade it back to 26. So we're gonna wait and see what they come back with. So this is an interesting response. So right here it says Apple does not support downgrading watchOS after installing the beta or public release. Once your Apple Watch is updated, it cannot be reverted to an earlier version. So we're gonna push back on that. And let's just see, because right here they're telling me once again that I can erase it and reset it, and that's just trying to fix whatever bug that I may be having right now. But the main issue is I just really want to downgrade. So I just said that I just want to talk to a real person, because I want to get a real person on the line rather than this like AI chat that we have right now. All right, looks like I got about 2 minutes, so I'm gonna just hit connect. So now I'm connected and they're reviewing my conversation, and it looks like they start typing to reply, and then they stop, and then they start. So they're just coming up with however their response is gonna be. I will be assisting you today. I can see that you're contacting us because you have a situation with the watchOS 27 beta and you wanna downgrade it, right? Could you please explain to me a bit about it so I can better assist you? So I'm just gonna give them the reason why I want to downgrade. So, all right, so I just basically told them what I've been experiencing, because with my Series 10, the battery hasn't been the best. It's not, I said awful. Now, awful's a little bit of a stretch. Like, I'm still getting probably about 24 hours out of it. Apple only promises, I believe, 18 still on this one. But before I was getting a 36. So, and also, I mean, for whatever reason, the Siri stuff is just not working for me. Even on my Ultra, most of the time, it's very just annoying and slow. So it's been a pretty big headache for me. All right, so they've responded and they want to see what options are available to resolve this matter. So I'm just gonna respond, thanks, and see what happens next. So now it says, in this case, I'll have to ask you some questions. Depending on this, I'll be checking my resources and our availability options. May you please send me the serial number of the watch. So I can do that. And to find that, you just go into the watch app. The watch is currently paired, so I can go to General and About, and the serial number is right here. Now there's a few things they might be doing right now. One is just to make sure watchOS 27 is installed on this device. I also do have AppleCare on this device, so they may be able to see that as well. Now I hear that it doesn't matter whether you have AppleCare or not. It should be free, but I don't know if Apple's gonna change that process at some point. All right, so it looks like they have responded. Please allow me a few minutes to check my resources. No real info just yet, so we'll just have to keep waiting. Now I will say this is taking a lot longer than normal. So she has responded. If you'll notice that, she said, it was taking a little bit longer. I said, no problem. She appreciated my kindness. Now, this is the thing that you have to remember. You have to be patient and kind with this because you are the one that installed this on your watch. Apple didn't force you. Yes, they make it look all cool and everything like that, and they make you kind of want to download it, but you still decided to do it. She asked if I have a Mac with me. Yes. So this is interesting because I've never had them ask if I've had a Mac with me before, because we'll see. Maybe Apple's finally given us a way to downgrade the watch differently. All right, perfect. Please follow the next steps. So let's see what they tell me. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my computer, even though I don't know if this is gonna work. We'll have to wait and see if this actually works because this is gonna be crazy. All right, so they're telling me to connect my watch and just double tap the side button, which I don't think does anything. So I have my watch connected to my phone right now. I'm double pressing the side button. That's just opening up the wallet, which I expected. So I just let her know that double clicking the side button and the watch just opens up the Apple Pay options. So I'm not really sure where she's gonna come with next. So my worry here is that she's new and she just doesn't know the proper steps on how to get this downgraded. But once again, she's just told me, place the watch on the charger and double click the side button. If it goes just to Apple Pay, let me know. So her next response was to open up the watch app on the iPhone, tap my watch general, go to the profiles, all this stuff. I don't think any of this is gonna work. So I just let her know what the process has always been in the past, that I have to send it into Apple. Now, I know a lot of you do not want to hear that. They want to hear that there's a way to do it without sending their watch into Apple. But sadly, that's always been the case. You've always just had to wait. Apple sends you a box, you put the Apple Watch in that box, and then you ship it out to them. Then you wait again, and then they send you not a new watch, but your watch downgraded. Unless you pay $100 and you have AppleCare, then you can actually have a new watch sent to you and then you send the old watch back. So that's how it's always worked in the past. It's not the best solution. It's not the ideal solution, but it is what has always been the only solution. So we'll see how she responds to that. So she did respond. We are trying to improve our process, allowing the users to perform these kinds of process themselves. If you're rather going to the store, I can help you booking a reservation. No. All right. So let's go back to her options up here. You tap on the watch, then you go to General Profiles, tap on the beta profile you want to remove it, and then tap Remove Profiles if necessary. Enter your passcode. So, watch. General and Profiles. General. Scroll down. So there is no profile option. And you will get these people. Like, you will get people that don't realize how the system works. And that's why I push back a little bit. But don't be rude. Never be rude. Just be kind and be patient. Once again, you're the one that installed this on your watch. They're just trying to figure out the best way to help you. All right, I'm gonna pull out the watch itself and look on here to see if I go into General, I can find this Profiles option here. Profiles. No profiles are currently installed. Because she's saying, as I told you before, you can go to the Apple Store or wait for the next update. Please let me know how you'd like to continue. I'm just telling her I can't go to the store. Can I speak with someone higher up on the support chain? So we'll see where this goes, because I'm not really sure what's going on here. But I've been nothing but kind to her, and now she's getting like, no, I just can't help you because you can't figure it out. I've looked. It's on, like, there's no profiles installed. Like, there's nothing I can do there. This has to be doable. And in the past, it's always been the same. So I think she's mistaken. So I'm trying to get somebody else.
Do you have a Mac or a PC?
I do. We tried to go through those steps and that didn't, all it would do, like, she had me just double press the side button and all that does is pull up the wallet.
Back for me in the top left corner. Click back again. Okay, go to General. Go back to General, and do you see Profile? Scroll down.
Yeah, there was no profiles listed, and on my watch it says no profiles installed.
Okay, I got you. Okay, scroll up for me and go to software updates.
Because in the past, you guys have always required the watch to be sent in. I've had to do this. I've been an app developer on the watch ever since the very first one, which is what, over 10 years ago. And I've had to send it in probably 2 times with issues. And it's always been send it in. You can't do it yourself.
So we should be able to restore it. But if you want to do a store appointment, I can set you up a store appointment.
Well, it's not been a store appointment. It's been a, we'll ship you out a box and you ship it in. Like, even the store can't do it.
Give me 1 to 2 minutes. When is the last time you actually...
I did that last year because there was a beta, because I have the Hermes watch. There was a beta that completely rendered it useless. So I did it last year once. Now that time, I think I ended up just paying the $100 because I had Apple Care and they just swapped it out. I think they charged me. I can't remember if they did or not. But yeah, last year there was, but before that it's been probably a couple additional years after that, 3 years ago or something. I had a bad beta.
I got you.
But I know last year that was the option, was to send it into Apple still.
Okay.
Because the phone you can do on your own, wiping it and resetting it, but the watch has always been, you have to, we'll mail you a box, you'll put it in, and we'll mail you another one.
I got you. Give me 1 to 2 minutes. It's supposed to be an option. Click on beta updates for me.
Okay.
It's supposed to be an option to remove the profile. The beta profile, and then it'll prompt you to enter your passcode. It may or may not prompt you to enter the passcode. After you remove the profile, you'll restart both the phone and the watch, and it should give you the option to install a non-beta version of watchOS. You're the first that I've heard of having to go to the Apple Store.
Well,
but
not,
I mean, if
not to the Apple Store. Like, they wouldn't even let me go take it in. Yeah.
But I've done this before without having to send it in. But since you said it and someone did confirm, I will go ahead and get this process set up for you. Alright, so it's not a charge for this. Verify your address for me versus in the box. Can you unpair the watch from the phone?
Do you think it could be something different with the developer beta than the public beta?
We don't troubleshoot beta. I cannot tell you.
Oh, okay. No, you're fine. I really did not expect it to go this way. Usually it's very simple, very quick. I'm not sure. But then that last part that she said, I don't know. We don't troubleshoot beta. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Because she said she's done it before, though. She said she's downgraded a watch in that form before.
But I've done this before without having to send it in, but
so I'm not sure. Like, this is very interesting. I don't know if public beta is different than developer beta. So I couldn't end the video there. So I repaired my watch and then I downloaded the latest public beta. Since I didn't have the latest developer beta, I was able to install the public beta on this watch. So if we go to the phone and we go to general, if I scroll, you will also still see there is no profile. If I go to software update, it says watchOS. I have the public beta now. If I turn this off, there is no option here to remove the beta from my watch and install the latest OS. So we'll just keep letting that check. Maybe it will surprise me this time and it will give me something. Nope, still nothing. I'm not sure what's going on with Apple because usually this is an easy process. Usually it takes me about 20-30 minutes on the chat and then boom, they've sent me out the box and everything's good to go. That's what I planned on this video being. But it obviously turned out a lot different and I hope you found some knowledge and some expectation. Like, hopefully it gets better at Apple, but now you know what you may have to do. You may have to push back a little bit. Obviously still do it with kindness because you are the one that installed watchOS 27 on your device. Maybe Apple is working on some way to make this easier and it's just not fully there yet, or maybe it just depends on how you install the beta or the public beta, because they kept going back to the profiles, and profiles used to be a big thing. Like, I would always have to install a profile before I could get access to the beta. But ever since they integrated everything into your Apple ID account, the profile thing never really shows up anymore. So I'm not really sure what they're looking at, what info they have that I don't have. Like, it's very interesting. I did receive the email. They have got my support request and they will be sending me the box to send it back to them. And then they'll actually do the downgrade and send it back to me. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.